Hey guys, welcome to an AMD Crimson overview. So this is replacing the old Catalyst. So this new software that they released, it not only installs faster, but it also operates and boots up faster and such like that. It's honestly way more clean and way better than Catalyst. You can still keep Catalyst if you want. So basically, you just go to AMD's website. I'm just gonna search up AMD. It should be the first thing that pops up. Make sure you go to the right one. And they got all kinds of new deals on here and such for Black Friday. If you're watching this video by then. So as you can see here, the Radeon Crimson is right here. Otherwise, you can go to drivers and support, and it should be there as well. And I recommend manual mode because that way you get the most guaranteed right driver. So you can just download it here. I think it comes with the most modern drivers for your current graphics card as well. So anyways, getting on to the actual overview, I put it on my little taskbar here. So they got like ads and different things on here as well, and they also got all their social media. They got notifications just in case there's like updates or anything new. You also got your preferences, all kinds of cool stuff. I have an R9 270X, by the way. And then also, cool new feature is that you can check for updates and such like that. So as you can see, the UI is much more clean. You can expand it if you want. Let's see if we can expand. Okay, so we can do that. We can do that as well. So let's go ahead and make this a little bit larger. I don't want it covering my entire screen though. There's a really high quality images. Alright, so if we go to system, it tells you all of your system information. It's much more organized, your system memory, stuff like that, and your current core clock for your GPU and stuff like that. And you can come over to hardware for even more specs. Some of these are kind of useless. And you also can set up Eyefinity here. I do have dual monitors, but I unplugged one of them because they don't work very well. And you got all of your display stuff here. And then you also got more settings, or it tells you some more stuff about that. So that's kind of cool how it's out of the way, unless you want it. And again, you got the same thing here. It kind of tells you what everything's going on. So you can adjust your video here to enhance your video experience. I recommend just leaving it on default because these filters may make it look weird. But you also got this custom thing. And you can customize whatever you want here. I'm just going to put this back on default. Next, we got gaming. So you can adjust all kinds of things here for individual games. Like you can launch them, you can remove the profile, and all kinds of stuff. And you also got your global settings, which you can adjust all of your modes for different games. I recommend you just adjust your graphics inside the actual game because this stuff can cause really bad issues, especially if you have like a lower end graphics card. Because you got all these extra things running, so that might mess things up, especially super sapling. That stuff's not fun. It does look really awesome though. So here's global overdrive, which you're probably wondering where the actual overclocking went. So again, you go to gaming and you go to your global settings. I wish this was like a separate button, not along with the games list. That's my only kind of concern about that, or little feedback issue. But here, you got like the same thing in Catalyst. It looks much better. It's much more cleaner. I also like how it's transparent. You can probably change that in the settings and such somewhere, or in preferences. Actually, this is probably left like this anyway. But so here you got all of your standard stuff. As you can see, I have it just on pretty much default everything. If I overclock my GPU even more, it'll most likely crash. This is pretty much all stock. So you got your power control here, allowing it to get extra juice, and you also have your manual fan control, stuff like that. I leave on audio. My GPU stays nice and cool. So I got a really good cooler, and I got some really good cooling in my case. So right now, why is my GPU memory clock so low is because I'm not doing anything with my GPU, so there's no reason for it to fire up like that. So if we go back to home here, say like everything's nice and smooth on Catalyst. Every time I go into new tabs, sometimes it could freeze up my system and such. It's pretty buggy, but this seems nice and clean. It's really user-friendly. So a lot of people were complaining about like, oh, I don't know how to navigate this. Where do I find certain things? So if you're using Catalyst, you probably know what that looks like. So I truly recommend this, and this also boosts your gaming performance a little bit. In many benchmarks, the performance only increased like at max 5%, but your FPS was much more stable and such. So instead of like dropping to 60 FPS randomly, you might stay at like 90 to 80 constantly instead of just having these random drops or spikes and stuff like that. So I truly do recommend this. It's really easy to install. It's really quick. This will overall make things much easier for you, and it's just nice and clean, especially for newbies with tech and stuff like that. And I think it's pretty much compatible with everything, and I personally enjoy it. I'm glad AMD made this. This is a brand new thing that completely demolishes Catalyst if you're comparing the two. And AMD also recently came out with new drivers, so make sure you install those too. So that'll be pretty much it for you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like, leave some comments, and leave some comments down below on feedback and what you think about AMD Crimson. If you have any difficulties with anything, you can ask me some questions. I'll see you guys later. I hope this was a good overview video for you guys, and I think that'll be pretty much it. Thanks for watching.